Good evening. I'm sitting here with B.J. O'Neill, a author, poet, and speaker. We're here to talk about an awesome book he has written for couples called What is Love? Briefly tell us a little bit about the book.
Okay, so What is Love? The subtitle is Awakening the Truth for Healthy Relationships. And basically, the premise of the book is that in concern of all the relationships and marriages ending and divorce and things of that nature, yet the idea that love is this powerful construct, I figured that maybe there has to be a misunderstanding of what it is if we're not producing the victories and the healthy relationships that love is intended to produce. So I just did some searching, found myself reading the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13, and really decided to do a whole study on everything that it said love was. So love is patient, love is kind, and so forth. But really understanding what patience was, understanding what kindness meant and why. And I just really saw a whole new doorway open in my own perspective and realized I'm not executing 80% of this. And so as I began to continue to study and write and journal, I ended up writing a book.
Right. What was your motivation behind writing it?
All right, so it'll be 9 years. Well, I've been married for 9 years, but man, not even 2 years into it, but 2 years into it, we hit a wall. But right before those 2 years, just so many symptoms of this is not working. Yet knowing that I had all the right intentions, all the right desires, felt I loved my wife, but felt what we were living in looked nothing like what we intended to live in, and it looked like we were going down the road of failure to be whatever statistics and things of that nature. And I loved my wife, and I didn't want us to break up. And in lieu of all that fear, I was like just determined, and it was a personal commitment first. And as I read and studied and executed, and I just found this new discipline. But that was my background story. It was really a personal walk, personally for me, but it also just birthed a whole passion and appreciation for what marriage is intended to be, what people really can genuinely embrace in their relationships. So that was kind of my why.
Okay. So what made you want to share with others? Obviously, it's your personal journey, and then you come across this information. What made you say, hey, I have something that I've learned that I think is beneficial that I can share with others?
There's a very prominent guy, financial advisor out there, the Financial Peace. What's the guy's name?
Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey, exactly. Dave Ramsey and his wife sat in bankruptcy prior to finding out that a more practical, fruitful way to manage their finances, and they're better off than people who probably never sat at a table of bankruptcy. In my marriage, in my own personal acts, I think I've made more mistakes than I would want to admit, and we had every reason to believe that a happy, healthy marriage wasn't for us. And to see that come full circle and to be in a position to be thriving and genuinely loving my wife, I feel like I know rock bottom and I'm seeing success. So it's one of those, I don't care where anybody else is at. I have hope, I have faith, I have a belief that people like me can live like they really intended to live in their relationships and in their marriages.
Excellent, excellent. Let me ask you this, given all the self-help gurus out there and all of the advice you can get, unwarranted advice you can get on social media, how do you think what you have to offer will fit into the narrative out there, is stand apart? What makes it stand apart, if you will, to reach people as we're inundated now with information?
I think where I fit in, a lot of people, especially with the self-help and things of that nature, it's two components. You have to allow people to be human, recognize the real challenges, the real confusions, the desires they have that are being unmet, but also insert truths that we may not commonly live by, and to challenge people to live by those truths. And so it's one of those things where I have the utmost sympathy, empathy, but also it's coupled with a unrelentless, resolved determination and belief. And what I've learned about us, if we're going to be elevated and be built up, I'm not putting you out there saying, go do this. I'm saying, hey, come join my walk as I continue to improve myself. I'm not this guy sitting in this arrived podium looking down upon others trying to live their life. I'm letting you know that I'm at the forefront and I'm trying to live by example and, you know, continue to live by example and say, follow me as I learn these principles, as I put myself under the subjection of all this truth or new understandings and also bear the fruit of it. So I guess that's what it is. You know, most of the time people talk at you and you really don't really know how they're really living. You just, you know, something sounds good,
right,
or something's catchy and let me emotionally move you. But this is about having conversation and dialogue and really walking this journey together. You know?
So if you could assign a definition to it, what is love?
Oh man, so many things. Love is a discipline to selflessly benefit the person of value. And that's basically it. It's, you know, there are other emotions and things we kind of connect to it. You know, obviously there's the romance and nothing is wrong with that. But what I found out to be the most foundational strength of love is a discipline to do, regardless of feelings, regardless of challenges, but a true, indeed, commitment. And those are the acts of love that conquer everything.
Interesting. That sounds really good. Well, we're excited about the book. There you have it, folks. Here it is, the book here. What is Love? By the author B.J. O'Neill. We're excited to see where this goes and stay tuned for more information.